I hope you're having a great day today. So today I decided to film my March favorites video, and I didn't do a favorites in February because I didn't think I had enough. So this is kind of like a combination of what I've been liking since the beginning of the year. This is just what I've been loving. There's very few makeup in here. I have a lot of skincare and then just some random favorites that I've been enjoying over the past month and a half or so. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to start with makeup, and the first thing that I have been loving, and I have talked about it in so many of my videos, is the Too Faced Boudoir Eyes palette. I do not go a single day without wearing this palette. I combine it with other palettes that I have and other eyeshadows that I have, but I am always wearing this palette. All the shades in it are absolutely beautiful. I just can't. I'm not going to say the names of them because you can find out on Too Faced on your own. They're a little scandalous, but the colors are so wonderful. So pigmented. There are matte shades, there are shimmer shades. Here are two of my favorite shades swatched on these two fingers. I love this brown shimmer. I mean, and the black is so wonderful. Just look at those. It's great. I'm wearing it today, as always. I love this. I don't go a day without using it. So I have been loving two lipsticks. The first one I've talked about a lot. It's my MAC Lovelorn. This beautiful pink shade. I'm almost done with it. I have to go purchase a new one. I love this. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a luster, so it's a little creamy. I'm wearing it today, as usual. It's great. I loved it in the winter. I'm gonna love it in the spring and the summer. I just think it's a wonderful shade to have. It's not too pink. It's a very natural pink, so it just is a nice natural look with whatever you're wearing. And then I sometimes pair it with a pinker or peachy lip gloss. So loving this. And then my other lipstick that I've been loving is by Inglot. This is my first purchase from Inglot, actually. First off, the packaging. Can we talk about it for a second? It's black and just says Inglot very nicely, and it's so sleek. It just pops right off. The first thing I noticed when I bought this was the packaging. I was absolutely in love with it. It fits great in the hand. It's like this silky, sleek packaging. It's so nice. And then a beautiful lipstick. This is the 411. I don't think they have names for their products. And it's a matte purple, and I love this. I wear this so often. I think it's a really great shade. The one thing about it though is that it absolutely does not moisturize your lips. I have to lip scrub and chapstick before I put it on, because if I even attempt to put it on my natural lips, it gets really cakey and weird. But once I have it on, I love it. I don't want to take it off. If you don't like matte lipsticks, check out Inglot lipsticks. I know I will definitely be looking into more of theirs. It was only $16, I think, and I purchased it in New York City, so it was taxed. So if I was to purchase it in New Jersey, I don't think it would cost as much. So it's actually pretty affordable for the lipstick that you're buying, and I'm still got a ways to go, so loving this. And then my last makeup thing is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. I love this. I had the other one, which is actually sitting over here, the All Nighter. And I liked it, but it didn't really do much for me, but I love this one. I really do like a more matte finish on my skin. I don't think I look good with a dewy finish. And this makes my makeup last so long. I have long days at school, I have long days at work, so being able to just pop this on and know that for a good 4 hours I won't have to touch up my makeup is really nice. Even on a hot day where I'm wearing a lot of layers and I might be sweating a little bit. So I highly recommend this finishing spray. Moving into skincare, one of the things I said at the beginning of the year was that I wanted to find a skincare routine that was going to really help my skin. I don't have the best skin. I break out a lot. I have a weird skin type. It's like normal but also combination at the same time, and it changes with the seasons like a lot of people's do. So I've really been trying to figure out what works best for my skin. And first is makeup remover. I have been going back to this makeup remover forever. It's the Neutrogena one. I actually prefer the purple packaging, which is the night one, but BJ's only sells the blue one. But either one, I love both of them. And I know you're not really supposed to use makeup wipes, but I find that this takes off the first layer of my makeup because I do wear a lot of makeup. I wear a liquid foundation and a powder foundation, and a lot of times I wear a contour and highlight, so I have a couple layers of makeup on my skin, so I don't think that I get a full clean by just using a cleanser. So I love these. I always go back to these. I tried a Harmon's brand, and I tried, I think it was an Aveeno one, and they just did not do as well a job as this. These are the top, the best. I always go back to these. And along with makeup remover is eye makeup remover. I don't like using the Neutrogena wipes on my eyes because it is very harsh. And I have been using the Clinique Take the Day Off. I got this as a sample size at Sephora. And I used to have the full size of this. I got it for Christmas a while ago. And I would use it, then I wouldn't use it, and I came back to it in the past year and I fell in love with it, and then I ran out and I tried the MAC eye makeup remover, and it did not do as great a job as this one. I will always go back to this. I need maybe one swipe or two depending on how much eye makeup I have, depending on if I have liquid eyeliner on or not, but this takes off everything. It takes off all my mascaras, it takes off the Stila eyeliner that I use, which is so hard to remove, and I'm clearly running out, which is making me so sad, but this is great. And I have a lot of problems with my eyes. I have very sensitive eyes, I'm allergic to a lot of things, and that was one of my biggest concerns with getting an eye makeup remover was I going to be allergic to it, and I am not allergic to this at all. It's perfect. I will absolutely be purchasing the full size of this in the near future. I will always go back to this one. It's great. I highly recommend it. So for my cleanser, I've been using the Cetaphil, which is just regular supermarket drugstore brand, and it's wonderful. It does wonders. I was also using the Clarins cleanser for a while, but I ran out, so I'm trying to give my bank account a break for a little bit and use up my Clearasil. I don't have it with me because it's like this big and it's a lot to bring to and from school, so I have a little cleanser at home that I use, which I'm only home for 2 or 3 days out of the week, so that's fine. But the Cetaphil, I highly recommend. I used to use the bar, which I would use in the shower and on my face, and I loved that. I now have the pump one, which is like the liquidy one, which I love, so Cetaphil, great job. Then I heard about using a toner, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it, so when I was in Lush, I decided to pick up the Tea Tree Water toner water, and I cannot live without this. I know that sounds so weird, but I don't think I will ever go a day without using this toner ever again. I feel it running out, and I'm going to go purchase the bigger bottle next time because it is wonderful. It keeps a lot of the pimples that I would normally have from not happening. It really cancels out a lot of the redness that I have, and it just makes me feel really fresh. Sometimes in the morning I don't have time to cleanse my face. I know that sounds really bad, don't hate me. I'm trying to get better, but sometimes I just take this, spritz it on a cotton ball, and rub it around my face to take off all the dirt from the night before, and it works wonders. My face feels so clean after using this. I will use this forever, probably, or until I find something better, but I don't know. I don't know if anything could top this. I love it so much. Also from Lush, I have a face mask, and I use this about 2 to 3 times a week depending on the week and how my face is doing, but it's the Mask of Magna Minty, and it looks like this. I'm almost done with it, which is making me really sad, but it's this green mess. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like peppermint and goodness. You can feel it working on the pimples when you put it on. I leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes depending on the day and depending on how much I put it on, if I'm just doing a spot treatment or if I'm doing a full face. And it really gets the job done. I feel so clean after I use this. This is really one of my pamper things. I really make sure that I try and give myself a full face cleanse at least once a week, and this is in that. And I just feel so rejuvenated after using it. I use it because it really does get a lot of the dirt out from under my skin, and because I wear a lot of makeup, I need that more often than people that don't. But even if you just feel like your pores are feeling a little clogged or you need a deeper clean on some days, I would definitely recommend this. Love it. This is the second time I repurchased it. I'm going to buy the bigger one when I go get a new one, so yes, thank you, Lush. And then for moisturizer, I have been searching for moisturizer forever. I have not been able to find a moisturizer for a long time that really moisturizes but doesn't clog my pores and feel really heavy. Maybe one that I could use at night and in the morning, and Lush coming in clutch. So this moisturizer, I've talked about it a lot. You guys know I was getting samples for about 2 months and I finally purchased it. It's the Skin Drink Facial Moisturizer. It looks like this. Oh, I think I showed it to you guys in my haul video actually. It's like this brown goo and it is wonderful. I put it on at night and I put it on in the morning before I put on my makeup, and it is wonderful. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it's clogging my pores. It does exactly what it says it's doing. It quenches my skin's thirst for moisture without my face feeling greasy. That's exactly what it says, and that's exactly what it does. I love it. I can't live without it. I'm gonna go buy another one when this runs out. And then because I do break out a lot and I have a lot of spots on my face, I have a spot treatment, and I think I talked about it previously, but I've really been enjoying my Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate with my skincare routine. And it's about here. This is where it is. I bought it in August and I use it almost every day. So it's going to last me a long time. I just use a little dab on my spots at night and it works wonders. It usually takes about a day or two for it to get going, but it really does work. I love this. I swear by this. People have texted pictures of this to me to ask me if it's worth it. It is expensive. I think it's $45 and $75 depending on the size of it, and I bought the $45 one. I think the $45 one is definitely worth it. I don't know if I would go up to the $75 just because there are other spa treatments out there that aren't quite as expensive, but I would definitely consider getting this for $45. I will probably repurchase this when it's done, but I have a long ways to go before that happens, so we'll see. And now moving away from makeup and into clothing, I have a new pair of shoes that I have been in love with since February, and I don't think I showed them to you. They are these adorable booties. Look at them. They have this wonderful heel on them. They are actually so comfortable, and people who know me are going to laugh because I wear these all the time and I complain about my feet hurting, but that's because I'm usually standing in them for hours on end when I wear them. But they are actually one of the most comfortable shoes I have ever purchased. When I put them on in the store, I was not going to leave without buying them. I bought them from Call It Spring. I love that store, and they were $60, which is actually pretty good for a good pair of booties. I don't mess around when it comes to buying shoes. I will pay as much as I need to make sure that my feet are good to go, and I love these. So loving these coming out of winter into spring. I think they're a good shoe for that. So I have also been obsessed with bows. I bought a couple bows off Etsy a little while ago, and I wear them as much as I can. I usually put my hair half up, half down with them. I put them at the end of my braids. I put them at the base of my buns. I love them. I have this like bright aqua one, I have this green one, and I have a more toned down blue one, and I wear them as much as possible. I love bows so much. I just love them. I want all of them. And now getting into a bit of the more random stuff, I have 2 books that I loved during March. The first is part of the Outlander series. It's the second book. It's called Dragonfly in Amber, and it's by Diana Gabaldon. And I read the first book a long time ago. It was recommended to me by a friend of mine, and I tried to get through this book and it took me so long because when you're in school you have other reading assignments to do and then life just catches up with you so you don't have time to read. And finally I said, you know what, I have a couple nights where I can get through this, and I just banged this out right around spring break, and I am starting to get into the third book and I really can't put it down. I love it. If you're interested in hearing about this series, let me know. I'd be glad to fill you in. It is on Stars. They signed it for a series, and I'm almost through season 1. Season 2 is coming out soon, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, I love this book series. I'm excited to get through all of them. I think there's about 8 or 9 books in the series. So I have a long ways to go since they're all about 800 pages, so we'll see how long it takes me to get through them. But yeah, been loving this book. And the second book I read is called The Night Circus, and it's by Erin Morgenstern, and this book has been on my radar for a while. There are a couple YouTubers I watch that always talk about books, and first it showed up in Carrie Hope Fletcher's video, and then I think Tanya Burr talked about it, and they were all obsessed with it. They were talking about the story a little bit, and I said, you know what, I have to read this. And if you're into fantasy and something that's a little bit darker, I would highly recommend this. Personally, I love fantasy books. I love reading fiction. I'm not a big nonfiction person, and this was that. It was fun. It was crazy. It's a love story, so I definitely recommend this book. And it only took me a couple of days to get through, mostly because I could not put it down. I made sure that I cleared my schedule so that I could read it because it was so much fun to read. It was a really fun read. So yeah, been loving this book. And the last thing I have been loving this month is a show, and it is The Lion King on Broadway. I took my roommate to see this show over spring break, and I have been in love with it. I don't stop talking about it. It came out in 1997, and I've been hearing about it my whole life from friends of mine that have gone to see it, and I was never taken to see it. I never bought tickets to see it, and my roommate and I were talking about it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take her to go for her birthday, and it was just as much a present to myself as it was to her. The show is incredible. The animals are out in the audience. The costumes are insane. The performance is insane. I literally cry when I think about it, and I cried during the show. I was thinking about it the other day actually. It's like a piece of art put on stage. It's not just a remake of the movie brought to life so people can go see it. It's also a piece of artwork that you can go watch, which is really fascinating. Everything about it, the music, the atmosphere you're in, the walk into the theater is like an art gallery. They have some old costumes up, and they have a Madame Tussauds of Rafiki in the lobby. It's just this big celebration of like Disney, and it was absolutely incredible. I definitely want to go again when I get the chance. But if you're in the New York area and you're willing to spend the money on Lion King tickets because they are a little expensive, go see this show. Take your children, take your friends, take your fiance, I don't know, take whoever, take the stranger off the street sitting next to you and you can bond over it. I highly recommend this show. It is such good fun, and it does the movie justice and more. So yeah, Lion King on Broadway, go see it. And that is all I have for you guys today. If you want me to keep doing favorites videos on things that I'm enjoying during the month, let me know. I don't know if I'll be able to do it every month because, you know, money is a thing and I don't buy new things every month. I go shopping when I can and then figure out what I like during the month as it's happening. So let me know what you guys want me to do. Alright, I hope you had a great day, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what videos you'd like to see in the future. I have a couple things in the works, but if you want me to start doing some more makeup-y videos, again, I'm definitely going to try, but leave some things below that you would like me to do, and maybe I'll do them. We'll find out. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye!